Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hi, and welcome to the BIN-ner Table.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Mikey. What's going on?
The dog is farting and snoring.
They do that. They do that.
And then he wakes himself up and he looks at me like, you just farted in here. I was like, no, I had to crack a window because of your little nap. So
Yeah, I like how when they fart, they're like, did you do that?
who just farted out of my butt?
Yeah.
That would be you, sir.
My dogs have been known to scare themselves with their own farts because when they're audible, they're like, where'd that come from?
That's how it goes.
But this isn't a show about dogs and their farting.
It should be.
This is a show about food and relaxing topics.
Food pornography.
Food pornography.
I'm in the wrong email. We have something from the mailbag.
Ooh.
It's from September 10th, so we're only 2 weeks late. But we got some photographs from one. Oh, let me make sure they're here. Can we say hello to the people?
Yeah, I got the button.
The people. Russell.
Oh, it's muted. Sorry.
Come on. What are we doing?
Oh.
Okay. Billy.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
Billy, why are you sober? Bella. And Chrissy. Well, Muttley's not here, but Muttley sent us some fabulous pictures of delectable delights.
What is that?
So I don't think he labeled them, but I'm guessing that's some sort of stew.
It looks like some sort of stew and like
beef stew,
maybe a chicken leg quarter,
chicken noodle soup.
Maybe.
There you go, your traditional British breakfast.
Ooh, that looks good.
What do we got? We got some bacon.
Yeah, it looks like there's bacon, the beans, the eggs,
sausage,
black pudding.
Black pudding. Oh,
some lo mein.
Little lo mein action. Maybe spinach.
Yeah, it looks like beef. Maybe bok choy. Maybe that's bok choy.
Bok choy. That would make more sense in Asian food. I'm like spinach, dumbass. There is an Asian version of spinach. It's called bok choy. Or is that cabbage? Isn't bok choy cabbage?
Bok choy, I believe, is a kind of cabbage. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Peter. I
want to eat at Muttley's house.
Yeah, Muttley over here got all the snacks.
Some scones.
I thought that was a crab cake.
It does kind of, it in the right light, that could probably be,
or
like a Cheddar Bay biscuit. That's kind of what it looks like.
That looked like a fat ass crab cake. So you're just like, damn, 3 crabs in this joint. Looks like we got some ramen.
Oh, that looks like no. That looks like hot and sour soup.
You think?
I think so, because it could be ramen. Because there's an egg in there.
Because it's got the medium soft boiled egg there.
Yeah. All right. I because of the egg, I'm going to say ramen, but without the egg, it could have been hot and sour soup.
Hot and sour soup ramen. Okay.
What is that?
Is that like a coconut cream pie? Muttley, you've been holding out on us.
I know. Fried something.
I've seen that at many dispensaries. I know what that is. Bread.
Ooh. That's a good loaf of bread.
That's a hey. You can make a fucking badass sandwich loaf of bread like that.
Mhm.
If the bread loaf is round, oh yeah. Another scone. What is that?
That might be a crab cake.
No, no. Now it's a crab cake. God damn it. Circulate some sort of stew. Okay, this bowl looks
For picture, like, yeah.
scramble the egg on a filling Thursday. You should be a Friday. Ooh, Muttley, they're calling you out. Fish pie. Onion bag.
Oh, that was the fried thingy.
This thing?
Yeah. A veggie burger? It could be a veggie burger.
Okay.
Some more noodles.
Some
Looks like
scallions on there.
scallops.
Oh yeah,
Scallops on top.
scallops, not scallions. Those are onions. Words. Okay. Those are our submissions. I think there was one more. Let me double check. Oh yes. There was one that didn't make the cut. But here it be. Behold.
What in God's name is that?
That is a Sloppy Joe grilled cheese.
Oh my God.
That looks good.
That looks like the messiest thing
I
ever.
want to eat that. I made Brenner a couple nights ago, and then yesterday for lunch I was like, I think I'll make a grilled cheese because I got some spicy like habanero cheese.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna make me a spicy bacon grilled cheese. I made a mistake.
What was your mistake?
The bacon was not crispy enough.
Okay.
So I ended up with a hot ham situation. I was like, oh no. Because the bacon didn't break. It just kind of
yeah.
with my cheese pull. And I was like,
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
I finally got the cheese right. And now the bacon's all angry.
I don't need the bacon to be 100% crispy, but I need it to be like most of the way there. I need it to be like if you were to cut it, it would actually not pull.
Yeah, because doing this with bacon is not my shit.
It's not a good textural experience.
But hey, man, if we're going to be moving, we're going to have to get used to different textures.
All right, Mikey.
Oh, and also from the mailbag, we have some regulations. Do you want to read that real quick?
Oh, what are these?
These are the
Regulations on what?
The firearms regulations. This
Oh,
is like
who sent that to us?
Chrissy.
Okay. These are UK firearm regulations, I believe, right?
Correct.
You're gonna have to. There we go.
Pull it in for you. Firearm and shotgun licensing in the UK. Types of certificates. You got your FAC, you got your SGC, and I guess
Both
that's
valid for 5 years.
So firearm and shotgun, okay. Both issued by local police and can list multiple. So you can have multiple of the same kind, I assume. Applying for a certificate, you need to justify each firearm, type, caliber, and serial number.
You need a good reason.
Y'all quoted that. Those air quotes are doing a lot of lifting.
Good reason. In America, you don't even need a reason. You'd be like, I want a gun because I want a gun.
Sport we're collecting. Self-defense is not accepted as a valid reason.
Wow.
Okay. Well, that's for firearms.
Yeah.
So we can't have a pistol for self-defense. However, for shotguns, SGC, no need to justify each shotgun. Can own as many as can be securely stored. That makes sense to me. To add a new firearm, hit the three dots in the top right. No, apply for a variation.
Hit the gear icon.
No fee if done during renewal, replacing one firearm with another. Seems fair.
Makes sense.
Ammunition. Firearms, so pistols, set limits by caliber on how much ammo you can hold. Ammo purchase must be recorded unless immediately used at unless used immediately at a range under specific sections of the Firearms Act. So if I buy, 3 boxes of shotgun shells and I take you out there to the range and we just blast them away, we're not gonna have to go fill out fucking 3 forms per box
yeah.
because we're like, it's like, dude, I'm literally about to put this shit in the air. Like, no one is gonna have to worry about this ammo. Storage requirements: firearms must be stored in a cabinet that meets what's BS? You think British standards?
Standard, yeah.
7558 1992 standards. Cabinet must be bolted to floor or wall. That's good. Because that is a big thing, like for especially like in like Texas, Florida, maybe Arkansas, I don't know. But a lot of times people's cars get jacked or broken into because people know that they have a pistol in the in the glove box, and that's a free pistol. All you have to do is fucking break the glass. It's just behind glass, and the person is nowhere near their car. Or they'll just open the thing, and then they open the trunk, and then everyone usually has like a shotgun or something in the trunk. So, but it's good that they have to be bolted to the floor. Please inspect storage before issuing and renewing a certificate. Makes sense to me. To get a certificate, you must prove you are who you say you are. I'm Tim Bristol.
Provide 2 referees. So, like, can it be a referee from any sport, or does it have to be like a certain...
I want the guys from sumo who have the big hat and the little Hippon.
I want the football referees with the red and the yellow cards.
You don't want the announcer doing the 30-second goal?
I assume this means 2 references, people you've known for more than 2 years.
Who's a referee? What's referee mean, Chris?
I assume it's references. They just don't like to say the word references, maybe.
Known you 2 years.
Ooh, you must pass a home inspection.
Why are you going ahead? Get approval from your general practitioner. No.
Can you imagine if you had to go to like let's say it's even like a state official, like a state senator or a state rep, and be like, I want a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me approval for my gun?
Tammy will give me one.
Chrissy says character references. So yeah, references.
Okay.
Professional or personal?
Yes.
That's what I want to know.
Complete a face-to-face interview with a firearms inquiry officer.
Wow.
Okay.
They're real serious about all this.
Restrictions and disqualifications. Prison sentence, 3 months to 3 years. Banned from owning firearms for 5 years. Prison sentence, less than 3 years. Lifetime or greater than 3 years.
Yeah, greater than.
Lifetime ban. Mental health issues. Recent serious conditions may lead to refusal. Court appeals are possible for non-firearm related convictions. Additional conditions. Police may add extra conditions like no black. No, I'm just kidding. Conditions
no minorities.
Not so strict. They prevent use. Breaches can lead to up to 6 months in prison and certificate revocation. Penalties. No certificate. Up to 14 years in prison. Plus unlimited fine.
Give me all your money
forever. Section 5 firearms. Example given, automatic weapons, minimum 5 years in prison unless exceptional circumstances. Violent Crime Reduction Act 2006 tightened rules on air guns and imitation firearms. Yeah, I don't even know why people are allowed to make a pellet gun or a BB gun that looks anything like a real gun.
Yeah,
anything. Like, make that motherfucker look like a super soaker. Put a big stupid reserve tank or like a paintball. A paintball gun doesn't look like a gun.
Yeah. So, Mikey, let's get to the food part of this food show.
Thank you for your correspondences, everyone. Took us a while,
but send us your pictures of your food so we can judge them.
I like Muttley's food. There were some haters out there, but whatever. I'd eat it, Muttley.
I'd eat it. Muttley, invite us to your house.
We will eat food from you.
Mikey, how much do you like Cowboy Bebop?
I don't know. Howdy, partner.
Well, I found the recipe for Jet's famous bell peppers and beef.
Yeah. Bell peppers and beef. Except
bell peppers.
Where's the beef?
You said bell peppers and beef. There's no beef in here. So you wouldn't really call it bell peppers and beef, now would you?
Yes, I would.
Well, it's not!
It is when you're broke, all right?
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Anime with Alvin. Today we are going to be tackling the bell peppers and beef from Cowboy Bebop. I'm not sure who keeps arranging my food like this, but the first thing I'm going to do is cut these bell peppers into thin little strips. So in the first version of this dish, we're actually going to
What, a
replace
julienne cut?
Yeah,
because
a little
mushrooms in
julienne
the
cut.
show are a lot cheaper than beef, and you can get that same meaty texture by using mushrooms. And for the stir fry sauce, I'm combining together 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce, a half tablespoon of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of
Trying to kill
Shaoxing
me.
rice wine, and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce.
That's a
Not
pretty
everybody
standard.
can have oyster sauce.
Yeah, not everybody can have oyster sauce. I would say replace it with hoisin.
Mm.
It's a little bit sweeter, but you use a little bit less of it. Like oyster sauce is very salty. Hoisin sauce is like sweet and salty. You get about the same.
And that'll be the sauce for our stir fry. Now, I don't think you're allowed to have a wok with open flame in space, so we're going to use an induction burner with a little bit of oil in the pan till it's smoking, adding the
I'm pretty sure the jet had a wok with an open flame on the spaceship.
You trying to say that open flame pan sitting on a range wouldn't work in space? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Well, they have gravity
Mushroom.
machines on the ship.
That's true.
adding some salt, and just letting them cook down while you rub your hands together. It doesn't do anything, but I was cold. Towards the end, I do like a little bit more sesame oil just to give them some more aroma.
Sesame
more
oil is so
browning.
good.
And then
It
these
tastes
come out,
and smells so
reset
good.
with a little bit more
I just
oil.
bought some
In goes the bell
sesame oil.
peppers. So these cook down a bit, and then I add in a little bit of garlic with a little bit more sesame oil. If you add in the garlic too early, it burns, and we don't want that. So after
Yes, that is actually a good tip. Don't ever add your garlic early. You'll burn the shit out of it by the time you're done cooking.
I like it burnt.
Or if you're Mikey, don't ever add the garlic.
Garlic's okay, but in very small amounts. Nostrils be flared up.
Cooking show that Babish did. Is this a spin-off show? This is, I guess, in the Babish culinary universe. So yes, it is a spin-off show. That's what he calls his channel now.
Is his name
seconds,
Alvin
the block
Babish?
mushrooms go back.
Huh?
Is his name Alvin Babish?
No, this is like a different chef on his
Oh, it's a different
channel.
guy.
Yeah.
Back in. Mix them around, cook them around for a little bit, and then we can finally put some sugar, which I like to add for flavor, and a little bit of the sauce we made earlier. And this is where things get fun. Everything's smoking, blazing, quickly moving, steam's going in your face, everything's smelling super good. And that's the beauty of wok cooking. Everything comes together really quickly, and it's awesome. Even though we're not even using an open flame, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. And so
I think that's some pretty good. I would eat that. It's a good side dish.
This kid is acting up. I'm just seeing toys flying across the room. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you like this? Not bad. I mean, I wouldn't eat it, but
Is it because of the mushrooms?
and bell peppers, like fuck bell peppers.
What's wrong with bell
Trash.
peppers?
Green bell peppers? Are you kidding me? That is
All right,
like
yeah.
that is
So
like
what-
day one. Oh, welcome to Earth. Have a one of our great fruits. It's called the bell pepper.
All right. Replace green bell peppers with like red or orange. So they're a bit sweeter. They got more flavor. I think if you did that, you'd end up with a better dish. I agree that green bell peppers are very bland.
Look, I'm a Nippon file like everybody else. I love Japan just as well, probably more than the rest of you because I'm a freak. But I will not eat bell peppers and beef when I could always have Mongolian beef.
Allie says it needed onion.
Gah. Incorrect answer.
I mean, that's a pretty onions, peppers, and mushrooms is a pretty common like Italian base for like like sausage and peppers, or like if you're making steak sandwiches or something like that. Like it's a pretty good combo. But
I mean, that's great.
not everyone Not everyone does the onions.
No.
Onions in the chat for Mikey.
I enjoy hot food, especially when it's beef related. But give me some broccoli in there. I want a veggie.
Yeah, I agree. Like if you're gonna do a stir fry, I mean, I know this is like based on an anime dish, but
You
if you're
mean
gonna do a
a
stir fry,
documentary?
yeah, add in some broccoli, add in some fucking those watercress, whatever they are,
Water chestnuts.
water chestnuts, and maybe some bok choy. Like that's a good stir fry then.
Yeah.
I would even add bamboo shoots. Those are good too.
See, this is the difference. Maybe it's my tisms, but I'm just like, why are y'all adding shit to food that already tastes good? Like when you have like 6 ingredients that are slamming and they taste so good together, and then people are like, and number 8, number 12. And I'm like, dude, it's done. It's done already. Number 54. I'm like, stop adding food to the food. It's done.
Mikey, are you a food minimalist? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, keep it classy. I gotta email this time.
When I worked at the Chinese restaurant I worked at for like 10 years, like forever. Their like basic vegetable stir fry was, I believe, those mini corn things, and onions
Baby
and
corn?
peppers, and then the bamboo shoots and broccoli. I think that was the basic mix of vegetables, and maybe mushrooms. I can't remember. But those like 6 ingredients were like a basic vegetable stir fry. If someone wanted like a veggie stir fry or went with chicken or something else. I do miss those mini corn things. They were pretty delicious.
The micro corns.
The micro corns.
All right, should have sent to the email.
All right, Mikey, I got another one for you, and I think this one will.
This episode is sponsored by Squarespace.
No, it's not. Shut up.
Naruto. The ramen from the show seems to be a miso tonkotsu ramen, so I have 3 kinds of different miso.
Here we go.
Today, I'm going to be making probably one of the most iconic anime recipes of all time, the Ichiraku ramen from Naruto. The ramen from the show seems to be a miso tonkotsu
pause it real
ramen,
quick?
so I have 3 kinds of different miso.
Ooh. Beef and broccoli.
That's why I made
Mikey made some beef and broccolis.
with gochujang and bulgogi, spicy bulgogi sauce, pickled ginger, over
you
white
made it.
rice.
You made a spicy beef and broccoli.
Yeah, but also very salty and tangy
Right.
with the bulgogi. And that
So
shit.
here, but before we get to
Especially the I like the sauces that you used. They're tasty sauces. He will be back. I will play the video.
that, we have some other things that we need to attend to. A bowl of good ramen usually has quite the number of components that make it delicious, and the first thing that we're going to get started on is the chashu. What I got here is a whole slab of pork belly. This one
It's
has
a lot of pork
skin on,
belly.
but in making
I got some pork belly in the freezer that I got to use. Not that much. I got smaller bits, but I intended on turning them into bacon, and then I never did. I got to do that.
chashu, it is usually recommended to actually take the skin off for easier cooking and handling purposes. In the show, Naruto does like quite the amount of chashu in his ramen, so we are making a lot today. Before I roll the pork up to make those signature circular patterns, I do need to trim off a lot of the fat and a lot of the excess meat that comes with it. This stuff is great to marinate, chop up, and cook in a stir fry, so I'll be saving these for later. And I do want to mention that I have not made ramen from scratch before, and so in order to make this video, we reached out to Ryan from Way of Ramen, who runs a magnificent YouTube channel focused on all things ramen. He also happened to make the Ichiraku ramen from Naruto as well, and we are going to be taking a lot of our recipe based off of his techniques and video.
I think the pork belly that I have is already processed. Like it's this piece right here with all the trimming already done. I don't have to do any of the extra trimming.
So thank you,
So
Ryan.
it's probably a bit more expensive.
I hope I make you proud. So after putting this little pork belly through a diet plan, we are now ready to roll. To begin, I'm laying down 4 pieces of equally cut string or butcher's twine on a cutting board. It's really important to keep things tight because if you don't, everything's just gonna kind of go everywhere and it's not very fun, so might as well keep it rolled tight. But once the pork belly has been turned into a long and very tight tube, I'm placing it seam side down onto the string. That's also really important so that things don't start flopping around again. And one by one, I'm tying up the string in a pretty simple knot, making sure that it is relatively tight to keep the pork in its nice tubular shape. One final step, just give the pork a little bit of a slap. This is for quality assurance purposes, just like how this phone call might be recorded or monitored. I would like to introduce you to the holy trinity of a lot of Asian cooking. Ginger.
Chrissy, I think the gloves is just like, it's just an American thing. They just are in restaurants we've been it's been beaten into us to wear gloves. I mean, not every restaurant obviously, but the restaurants that I've worked in, except for the Chinese restaurant, they did not care so much about gloves. But you know, fast food places, fast casual, food trucks, we were encouraged to wear gloves by local health departments a lot. It's just what happens. Probably because sometimes, especially on food trucks, it's hard to get to the hand wash station because they're very crowded. So, and you only have a limited supply of water on the food truck. So gloves are preferable. It's easier to go through a box of gloves than it is to go through your tank of water.
Garlic, and scallions. After chopping these up, these are going to be the perfect accompaniments to.
And also, yeah, when you're chopping garlic and some things that like get on your hands, you really don't want that stuff on your hands. Like the oils from garlic is killer after a while.
We'll make friends with our pork. But first, I do want to get a head start on the pork's flavor. So in a large Dutch oven over high heat, I'm searing off the surface of the rolled pork burrito.
Man, I might do this. I got pork belly. I got most of these ingredients. I might go around and do this because the wife ain't having dinner with me tonight. I might make me some Naruto ramen.
Until the edges are nice and golden brown. I don't believe this step is necessary, but hey, might as well get some free flavor in there. Now I get to add the aromatics. So the ginger, the garlic, and the scallion go in. And now time for the liquids. I'm pouring in shoyu, sake, water.
Shoryuken. I have these ingredients. Mikey, I have pork belly in my freezer right now. I
never got to talk to you about it, but did you see that pork belly that they had at that thing I sent you?
Yeah.
Where it was all in the package already. It was perfect.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't cut like that because I don't have a machine. They ran it through the machine for you, and they just individually sealed it. I was like, oh my God, I could make.
Oh, you know what? I teased Mikey with this a little while ago, but the wife and I went to like a dim sum place, and I took some pictures and I sent them to him, and I was like, haha, I've got dim sum, and Mikey was not best pleased.
I sent him a picture of my middle finger. That was my response. Is fuck you.
But here's a couple of the pictures. So these are soup dumplings. These are pork soup dumplings. So they put broth and pork inside the dumpling, and then there's like a special way that you eat it. You add like you can add like chili oil to it, or like a soy vinegar mix, and it's just delicious. But you got to eat it in like it's a one bite kind of thing. Otherwise, the soup gets everywhere.
I always use a small Capri Sun straw, and I drink the soup on the inside.
Ooh, these are pork buns. The pork buns were so good.
I'm a sucker for pork buns.
They're so good. And then I got udon, some stir fry udon with bok choy and chicken, I believe. It was so
broccoli.
But anyway, back to the ramen.
And sugar. This is going to be the braising liquid for the pork to get nice and tender and also absorb a lot of those flavors as it cooks. It's kind of like a big flavor hot tub, and honestly a little jealous of the pork right now. And once the pork is relaxing in its nice little bubble bath, I'm going to use a tool called an otoshibuta. Essentially, it's a drop lid that goes
I don't have
directly on
that.
top of the simmering liquid and the food inside the pan to prevent a lot of evaporation and to evenly
Ooh, but I
distribute
can make a
the cooking
cartouche.
liquid along the food. There's a lot of ways you can actually make this out of parchment paper.
Yes,
I think
I
it's
know
a
how to
pretty
do
cool
that.
trick, so look into it. As far as timing goes, I'm going to let this go for about 2 to 3 hours until it's
2 to
nice
3
and
hours.
tender.
Okay.
Now, in
Right
the
after
show,
the
it's
show, I have to
mentioned
go to
that
the
Naruto's
store.
favorite ramen is miso tonkotsu ramen. So we need to make
I
a
have the
miso
miso.
tare that'll help season and flavor
I don't
the
have
soup.
that.
For our miso tare, I'm going to combine red miso, white miso,
Red miso, white miso, and mugi miso. I have white miso. I don't have any
mugi
red.
miso into a small
Oh,
I had to
man, you have to make a list.
I had to collect all of those when I was playing the Naruto game because if I had to collect all the ingredients to get my power ups. So kind of an expert in this. You got to
yeah,
go to
are
the
you-
village on the edge of town.
Okay, I mean, I can do that. There's a village on the edge of my town. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
there's like a little stand, and then that guy, if you like give him coins, he'll give you the mugi.
I think that's what I'm missing. I don't have the mugi miso. I can get the red for sure.
He's gonna make you go find his lost cat or something, and then as soon as you complete that side quest, he'll give it to you.
There is like a specialty store, maybe 10 or 15 minutes away from me, that'll have these misos I'll have to get.
saucepan over medium heat. Then I'm going to add ginger and garlic, both of which have been grated and minced, followed by shoyu, sake,
I have
mirin,
sake, I have
togarashi,
mirin.
and sesame seeds. If you're thinking to yourself, man, that sounds like a lot of stuff and it probably is a lot of flavor, you'd be right. It is a lot of stuff, and it is
Damn
a
right.
ton of flavor. After cooking this for a few minutes to release the rawness of a lot of the ingredients we threw in, and the consistency has
You
thickened,
make it
this
into
is
a
ready to be
paste.
set aside for later use. This is naboshi. It's a kind of dried fish used to make things like dashi, and I'm going to remove the heads off of it because they can be quite bitter and have some unpleasant tastes. Once the heads and bodies of these
That's the
fish have been
brains.
divorced, they're going to go into a container with some water. This is the first of many steps that it takes to make our soup today. One of my favorite things about a good bowl of ramen is the jammy.
I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie, I might just get some fish stock. I don't know if I want to go through all that.
egg
Coward.
lays on top. As you can see, I'm trying to use a needle to poke a hole in these eggs, but it is not working. I'm now using a knife to poke holes in these eggs. Sounds kind of cool to say, but it's probably not the safest thing to do.
Nope.
Slow, don't break the egg. Oh, it's yes, let's go, baby. Whoa! For a nice soft boil, I'm putting these into boiling water for about 6.5 minutes. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
fail.
These guys seem to come out a little bit early. It's all right. Happens to the best of us. Back in the carton you go. These eggs get dropped in for about 6.5 minutes on the
If
dot.
only you could put your finger over that hole when you
One
put
of my
it into
good
the
friends,
water.
Izo Shimamoto, is a ramen chef. He taught me that if you swirl the eggs in the water like a whirlpool, this will cause the yolks to sort of center and stabilize in the middle, giving you a beautiful, perfect cross section for the customer. I was never a good student in school, but
And it makes sure that your eggs don't stick to
and
the
after
bottom.
exactly 390 seconds, I'm taking the eggs out and putting them straight into
Ice
an
bath.
ice bath. This will
Mhm.
shock the egg, prevent it from cooking further, and hopefully make them easier to peel. Let's get a little sneak peek, shall we? Ho ho ho! Now that's what I'm talking
Ooh,
about. Yes,
That's pretty good.
Woo! Please excuse
Nailed
us while Kendall and I make a little snack in the back. Approved. Our pork has been in its hot tub for about 3 hours now, so it's pretty
Oh
much
my
ready.
god.
You take off the otoshibuta and transfer the pork onto
Oh,
a
that
tray
looks
to
so
be
good.
chilled. But all this marinade left in the pot, that's the good stuff. I do like to take the fat off of the top with a paper towel trick taught to me by none other than my dad. He does this a lot at home when he tries to take off the fat that floats on top of his soups. He thinks by doing this he is going to lose weight. I've seen his belly. I don't think it's working too well. But for the
Damn.
purpose of this
That's
marinade,
protein.
it makes sense to take as much fat off as we can. Once it gets strained out and transferred to another container, this amazing braising liquid with all the flavors of the soy,
Ooh.
the sake, the sugar, and the pork belly get poured on top of our beautiful soft-boiled eggs. Time for another trick. We're going to use a paper towel to sort of soak and press on top of the eggs. This
Yep,
will make sure
that's a
that
good
any
one.
parts of the eggs that dare to poke out above the marinade will get submerged and colored right back in. In order for these eggs to get a nice tan, I'm putting them in the fridge for at least a day. The ramen from the show is a tonkotsu
Yes.
style ramen, which means it starts with a lot of bones. I have here pre-blanched pork femur bones, chicken carcass bones, and chicken feet. These are all going to add a lot of flavor and a lot of body to the soup as we simmer it for hours. In addition, I'm also adding in pork fat back. The idea is as the soup and broth continuously comes to a boil and reduces, the fat should
We got some
emulsify.
pork fat back that I got off my dad.
Pretty cool. I'm boiling this until the meat kind of starts to fall off the bone and become a little tender. That's when I get to say hi to you guys.
Stop
Hello.
tapping your
And after
watch.
the meat is nice and loosened up, I'm going to start adding the vegetables, which are going to be the aromatics for the broth. This includes some chopped cabbage, a chopped onion, a chopped carrot, half of a whole head of garlic, chopped scallions, some ginger, half of an apple, and one potato. We're going to let everybody in here become friends for about 2 hours or so. Peace out, little dudes. I'll see you soon. And while that big pot of broth goes on the back burner, I'm going to finish off our dashi. So remember those little fishies we put in the water earlier? Well, that's
We're
going
live.
in a smaller pot, along with some kombu and the dried
He
shiitake.
took their heads off. How could they be alive?
Zombies.
Remember those fish from before? We resurrected them.
Oh,
They're now zombie fish.
Mushroom. After giving these guys about 10 to 15 minutes or so to return to their formerly hydrated selves, following a little bit of gentle heat, I'm adding in katsuobushi or dried bonito flakes to the mixture and letting that slowly simmer just until the heat has permeated. The studio has now taken on a scent of the sea, so we are going to strain this entire pot and end up with a beautiful dashi for our ramen. It is now 3 hours into the future. To my delight, our ramen broth has thickened and reduced nicely, taking on a milky color and becoming very, very intense in flavor. As you can see, I'm also using a whisk to break up any of the remaining bones or vegetables that might be lying around, just to release
Also
that
burning
extra
the
amount of
shit
flavor
out of his
into the
hands.
broth. The coolest part is that I don't really see fat floating on the top. It all seems to be actually emulsified within the liquid itself, which is pretty cool. And it is at this stage in the cooking that I'm adding in the dashi. I've heard adding it too early can cause the flavors of the dashi to get muted. And as you can see here, I am attempting to strain this entire pot of broth into a small container. We have a beautiful tonkatsu broth. I salute you, Way of Ramen. You really know what you're doing, man. Now that one of the hardest parts about the ramen is done, I'm moving on to the toppings.
Ooh.
A roll of chashu has set up quite nicely, so now it's time to take off the strings and slice these into nice little beautiful rounds for later. Look at these little dudes. Just like Naruto, I also enjoy quite a lot of meat on my ramen. I'm also slicing up some scallions as well as the signature topping that Naruto is named after. This is a
Naruto.
fish cake called Narutomaki, a very fitting topping for a
Narutomaki.
boy who loves ramen. And finally, the ajitama, which have gotten nice and dark from their little rest in their flavor bath. It's important to get your toppings in order before cooking the ramen because I was taught that time is one of the most important ingredients when you're making ramen. A minute too late, your soup gets cold. A minute too early, your noodles aren't ready. Everything needs to be cooked, plated, served, and eaten in a very, very small window of time for the maximum enjoyment. Remember the marinade we put the eggs in? Well, you can actually brush that on top of the chashu.
You can inject that shit into our
Really
veins.
nice caramelized, smoky exterior. This is something
That'd
that
be
I
good.
remember Kizo doing a lot in his shop, so I'm going to do the same. Also, kind of an excuse for me to play with a little bit of fire. I love fire. It's amazing. It smells so good. The fat
Oh, fire.
is and crisping up. It's
Ooh.
getting a little
I don't have a
smoky. The
torch.
sugars are caramelizing. This is why I'm the kind of guy that'll order
After
extra
the incident,
chashu
Tim, you're not getting one.
ever
All right?
possible. Let's talk ramen noodles. You can go and spend a lot of time and effort making these from scratch, but I decided that it was a little too much work for a ramen amateur like me.
Agreed.
So I went out and I got some high quality ramen noodles from a local noodle maker. Another trick I learned from Keizo is that you can squeeze and almost compress the ramen noodles together a couple of times before boiling. I think this helps wake up and excite the gluten inside the noodles to get them a little bit more springy after cooking. The second the noodles touch the water, things get pretty intense. We now have exactly 1 minute to make sure that this bowl is ready with the soup and the tare before the noodles. So that means putting a spoonful of the miso tare in the bottom of the bowl and ladling in a healthy portion of soup. Usually these things are weighed out to the gram and to the milliliter, but I'm being a little bit rough here because it's my first time. The moment the noodles touch the soup, the clock is ticking. Every single second they sit in there is another second that they're going to get soggier. So working quickly and putting on the chashu, trying my best to make sure that these slices don't sink and fan out in a beautiful pattern, and making sure it is loaded up, because that is what Naruto wants. And after about 7 thick and beautiful slices of chashu, I'm splitting open our ajitama. Ooh, hold up, that looks nice. Look at that jammy centered yolk. Followed by our thinly sliced scallions, the narutomaki, menma, which is a bamboo topping I got also from the store. And finally, the nori sheets. And I would like to present to you our version
Sesame
of
seeds.
Ikiraku ramen from Naruto.
He forgot the sesame seeds.
He did forget the sesame seeds.
Sprinkle that shit
But,
on there like fucking Salt Bay.
But I'd eat the shit out of that.
Oh, yes. Without question. I'd probably eat the bowl, too.
Mikey's there. He already ate it. He's licking the bowl for flavor.
Nope. I'm crunching the bowl up in my mouth like Willy Wonka after he drank the little buttercup thing.
That's what my dogs do after they're done eating. They keep licking their bowls. They're like, "Is there any more flavor in here? Can I get more?"
Zeus is over there like, see, the thing is, a lot of dogs forget you can lick the bowl. It's amazing.
McKinnon learned today that they are a ramen whore.
That's okay.
It's okay.
You're in good company, and we don't kink shame.
And listen, I love ramen. It's delicious.
That may or may not be why I even like the fucking Naruto shows, because he ate ramen on like every episode in the beginning, and I was just watching him eat ramen. Is that what maybe that's what I was doing? Nah,
you loved him because every episode in the beginning he said believe it.
I watched it in Japanese, so I don't know what you're talking about. Dattabayo.
That's a good question, Mikey. Are you a sub or dub?
Depends, but typically give me the subtitles because I want to hear the Japanese voice actors. They are their own style of actor, and they
That's
are
true.
so like they're so different than ours. Our guys are usually pretty like let me think. What's a good example? Like Goku. Like Goku is like your typical Chad who's got a heart of gold. Whereas if you listen to him in Japanese, he's like all high pitched and crazy and like like erratic, and that really fits the character better. But Sean Schimmel and Chris, I forget his name, Vegeta. I grew up with them, so I make a little carve out for those dudes, like the Funimation crew. But generally, give me that sweet Nippon des.
I do enjoy the Japanese voice actors. I will say that there are a couple of American voice actors or American-ish voice actors that I like. I like Steve Bloom. He's the voice of Spike.
Yeah.
In the American versions. And he was also Samurai Champloo. He was
the crazy one.
Yeah. And Johnny Young Bosch. He voices Ichigo in Bleach.
Yeah, Bleach. Bleach is.
But he was also a Power Ranger, so
Steve?
No, Johnny Young Bosch. He was one of the Power Rangers. Like one of the live action. He was actually one of the Power Rangers.
How do you spell his name?
Hold on.
What does it start with?
Johnny.
You know what? I no longer care to look this person up for you, Johnny.
Good.
I'm talking about his last name.
I don't know how you spell his last name. I'm having problems with it.
All right, IMDb. And then I'll look up Bleach. And then his name should come out. Except I spell black.
Oh, here we go. American actor. It's Bosch.
Oh, Young Bosch.
Young Bosch, yes. I was saying it too quickly.
Yeah, I thought it was the same word. Oh, he was the Black Ranger.
Yeah.
In the Ivan Ooze movie.
Oh man, that movie was so old and probably is very terrible.
We're in trouble.
Oh my
Better
God.
get home and on the double saying.
Yeah, so I like him because he's also in Akira. He's Canada in Akira. And he's in Solo
pronunciations.
He's in Solo Leveling.
He's also friends with Sasuke and friends with Naruto. Fucking English people.
Whatever.
You English
You
speakers.
fucking weeb.
There is nothing wrong with being a weeb. I think it is perfectly justified, given the state of American animation, to be a weeb. Like, we're not getting any more Batman the Animated Series. Okay, we're not getting that
That's
level
true.
of content out. I had to
No
go
more,
get my
no more
shit.
Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, I had to go get my shit elsewhere. The fucking American shit has been ass lately. Like, I'm not watching SpongeBob every day, all day. And Rick and Morty is not fulfilling the action kung fu niche that I need.
Even Rick and Morty is like not as good as it was.
Yeah.
I feel like they've gone on long enough where they're just recycling characters and ideas, and it's not great.
Yeah. And that's the lifeline of most shows. Like, unless you have a dismount plan, you will just keep running forever, and it will just start to, like, look at The Simpsons. I think The Simpsons should have stopped probably 10 years ago.
20 years ago.
You know what I mean? Like, they could have just preserved how great the show was, but instead they're doing this. So, hey, they're like $1 billion in profit later. So who am I?
Right.
Yeah.
No, the executive producers are like, yeah, the show's going to continue until all the voice actors are dead. So,
and Harry Shearer is like 61 and looks great. So
yeah, like you're
be
not
ready
gonna...
for another 80 years of this shit. With modern technology.
Chrissy is not a fan of The Simpsons.
Yeah, they used to be funny, but I mean, it's been a while.
There are some classic episodes in there. I think they're like golden years. We're like season 4 to season 12.
Well, I think a big hand in that is Conan.
Yeah.
When Conan was in the writing room, that show was hard to finish because your fucking ribs would be hurting, but not so much now. What was that fucking as long as you live under in my house under my rules, you're gonna do what I say. Now bacon that sausage.
Oh yeah.
Butter that bacon. Dad, my heart hurts. I love it.
You got anything, Mikey?
I think I had something in the playlist just for you. Oh, yes.
Just for me.
Uh-huh. We've been watching a lot of 4K. Jesus Christ. I'll take some 4K video. You guys won't see it in 4K because I think we're capped at 1080p, but I get to see it. It's spectacularly. I present this.
Stayed there for months.
Did you see what he soaked it in?
No.
Now this is what you would give someone you love. Now roses are over 35 million years old, with fossils showing they
Damn.
existed long before
Why they take so long to grow?
humans. But there's one thing I came across that I was not familiar with, and that would be this. It is rose water, used in Persian and Middle East for a lot of things. How does this actually taste? Now the process of making it is quite interesting. The first thing you want to do is remove all of the petals. Once that's done, you want to put them in warm water. This will extract the fragrance and flavor into the water. Now, I've never had the rose water before, but I can tell you one thing. It smells wonderful, but I'm wondering how it's going to taste. So as soon as my rose water is done,
floral, I assume,
into the container. I'm also leaving the rose petals in here, as I have no idea what will happen. As once this was ready, in with the rest of the beef I went.
All right.
We're also soaking in rose water. And just like
we're doing weird shit now.
Well, all right.
The previous experiment, to make sure that the water is not going to just sit still. I'll be putting the bubblers every other day.
Come on, man.
This is something you don't see every day. I'll be honest with you.
This is what happens when you get given a tripod and saying, hey, man, you want to make some food video? Yes, I do. Get me my acrylic box.
This flowers. But since this is ready, into my refrigerator it goes for months. But But then something bad really happened. As soon as I walked in the studio and I turned on the light, I found this. A
I wonder what it could be.
complete nightmare. I never show when things go wrong, but I thought this one would be interesting. I kind of
Man, that's going to be really hard to clean up.
He peed.
Yeah.
knew what was happening, but I needed to make sure. And it is.
Can you tell what that is now?
It's a steak, right? It's a roast.
Right, but the little red stuff in there?
Oh, no. I don't know what that is.
Exactly what I expected. Now, I'm not quite sure.
When you realize what it
the
is, yell it
saffron
out.
is extremely powerful and it broke the seal of this container, or this container was compromised
Sarah.
and broken even before the experiment started.
Oh, Christy says
Thankfully,
it's saffron.
This one
Yeah.
still okay. Nothing has happened. But nevertheless, I cannot wait to see what it's going to taste like as I'll be fixing it, and hopefully it's going to be worth it. Because after I fixed it and waited, take a look. This is what I was left with. If I was judging by the smell alone, this will be a huge success. And as soon as
Dear
I started
God.
removing it,
Oh.
things went from good to great, as everything smelled wonderful. This is one of the main reasons I love to experiment with beef. When I hold it on my hand, I can immediately tell that the tenderness was next level. One of the things that must be done is to remove the outer crust, as we don't want the flavor of saffron to overpower the beef. We want a nice hint. As once I was done, the
Holy
steak is
shit.
now ready. But don't
Wow.
you forget about this.
No, boy.
It looks like a horror show. Like, I know we give roses to the people we love, but we also have it in funerals. It seems like this is where this steak belongs. And as soon as I removed it from the
I mean, the cow is very dead already. I don't know if you
Yeah.
are aware of how this works, but the cow is no longer with us. It did not survive.
container,
The cows don't survive the cooking process.
it was obvious that the rose water took the life out of the steak. Zero pinkness, gray, and I honestly thought at this stage the steak was dead. You can clearly see as I'm
I mean, it's-
removing the outer crust,
again-
this steak just looks like it was a frozen steak. Nothing special, but you just wait and see how this actually tastes. As when you look
I will
both
not
of them
wait.
side by side,
I
you
can't
can
taste
tell the
it.
difference. But I cannot wait
Bring
to
it.
taste
Don't have that
and know
technology.
how they're gonna taste. So I went ahead and seasoned them, keeping it real simple. Just some
If
salt
they-
and pepper.
if you could
Because now
taste
that
what
this
was on
is ready,
screen,
just
no
in
one would
case
watch
things
porn
went
anymore.
south with this,
Yeah, right.
I decided to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. If you love chicken and
Oh my
rice,
goodness.
this is for you. As this is not your boring
Oh my
plain
God.
chicken and rice. To start,
Oh my
adding some
God.
butter in the pan, followed by a generous amount of white onions. Let that cook and caramelize.
Onions
I
in the
used
chat.
a rotisserie chicken from Costco. It's nice and simple, but you got to remove it from the bone. Once that was done, take a look. I got nice white chicken ready to go. And by this time, my onions were completely
I thought that was the
caramelized.
chicken.
So
I was like, what
inside
did
the
you
chicken
do?
went, followed by some dried tomatoes. Now mix that up real
Whoa.
good. Let the whole thing cook.
I
and
like
infuse
sun-dried
those
tomatoes.
flavors together.
Sun-dried tomatoes are delicious.
This side. Now I'm going all out on this chicken and rice. I'm trying to use good quality basmati rice. It makes a difference. So after rinsing it 3 times, into boiling water it goes. Now you want to
Right,
cook the
wash your rice.
al dente because it will still
Wash
cook a little bit longer.
freaking rice.
Using a strainer, go ahead and remove it and set it aside. Next, we get our special
Woo.
ingredient, saffron. Into the pasta or mortar it goes, followed by a tiny bit of salt. Crush that up real good, and we're left with this. Now add a tiny bit of warm water, mix it up real good, and reserve this as we'll be using it real shortly. Now,
That shit's like $95 what he's got in that jar.
Yeah, damn. It's an expensive paste he just made.
I think saffron typically for like the little, I don't know how it might be like an ounce or two, is usually like $20. It's very pricey.
into a bowl, throw in some Greek yogurt, followed by egg yolks, salt, black pepper,
And also, I want to give bonus points to this young man. If you look up in the top left corner, those are the ingredients. That's helpful.
A gram of saffron is about $50.
Whew.
and that wonderful saffron mix we just made previously. Whisk it and combine everything together, and you should be left with something like this.
Oh my
now go
God.
ahead and combine
Oh
all of
my
that
God.
with the rice you previously boiled. Mix it real good to infuse all of that flavor with the rice. Now into a non-stick pan, add a little bit of oil. Make sure you coat the edges too. This is important. Because now you want to add the rice to the bottom,
Oh
the
my God.
edges, followed by that filling we made
Oh my God.
previously. Now go ahead and seal the whole thing
Oh
with
my
even
God.
more rice on top, and into the oven it goes
Oh
to
my
bake. As once that's done, you want to take it off off, place a cutting board right on top. And if you're using a
Flip that
non-stick
shit.
pan, it should
Oh,
be
that's so
nice
cool.
and easy, just like this. To finish it off, I added some sun-dried tomatoes,
Yes.
a bit of parsley, and this is today's side
Come
dish.
on,
I'm
man.
telling you, friends, if you've never experienced this, do yourself a favor and make it. You will thank me later, because this is the greatest chicken and rice ever. You just wait and see, because there's one other thing we must do before we can try it, and that would be our steaks. Remember what they went through, and the only thing left to do is to cook them. So now I say, it is enough talking, and it is time.
Imagine if he took them steaks and put them in the microwave.
Yeah. And now we're gonna put them in the microwave.
Now we boil them.
Uh,
Like, no,
no. He puts them on the. Now we're gonna put them on the George Foreman grill.
I mean, I guess that wouldn't be so bad, right? It's
they'd
lazy,
be-
but it's not terrible.
They'd come out great, man, except for the grill marks.
Grill marks are the sign of a steak being done, obviously.
To grill, so let's do it.
Oh, so you the charcoal grill? Damn.
The editing is so aggressive for these steaks, and I'm here for it. Zoom, sizzle,
Explosion.
lens flare, lens flare, lens flare. Okay, sir, you didn't have to insert that so forcefully.
Good medium. Good medium.
Before moving forward, I want to share some huge news from today's sponsor. Now,
you go.
beautiful feast today, gentlemen. Are you guys hungry, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm totally trying to be these dudes.
Yeah. I want to be the fucking PA who gets to be the fucking taste tester.
Oh, I guess I'll have some of this saffron infused chicken rice and this. I don't know. This mummified steak with saffron.
Yeah, the saffron aged steak and rosewater aged steak. All right, yeah, sure. No,
Guess
I
I'll
don't know.
try
I'm gonna be able
it.
to try it. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, man, this side dish is sexy.
That's a cake if I ever seen one.
Yes, that's a cake. Doesn't it look like a cake?
It looks like a savory cake, which is right up my alley, baby.
So, but it is a savory cake. You're absolutely right.
Pause, maybe? I don't know. That was kind of.
And it's rice. It's a rice cake. I'm very excited for this because this is phenomenal. But I'll tell
I
you
want
guys
that
one
in
thing.
me.
A lot of my experiments, sometimes things do not go right. This is one of them. It went south, but I fixed it. Relax, I fixed it.
Okay.
I fixed it.
He
all
made a
right?
huge mess on the floor.
Nevertheless, give me.
Yeah, he didn't really explain how that all got out.
Yeah, did the saffron like eat through the container? Should we be worried about that?
I put them in xenomorph blood.
Yeah,
What's
right.
your honest opinion? Let me know what you
I
guys
put
think
it
about
in
these
battery
steaks.
acid.
Let's go. Enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm.
Ooh,
Oh, yes?
I gotta shake your hand. That's a good steak.
Fefezinho?
You guys talk, I eat. That is a delicious, delicious steak.
The flavor coming out of this thing is very unique, something I've never had before.
Yeah.
You, sir.
The first thing I want to say is the steak is so soft, but on top of that, there's this added flavor there that I've never had with beef. It's like floor.
It's like saffron.
It's like saffron. Yeah, does it taste
it-
good? It's like saffron.
Does it taste like saffron on steak?
Floral, earthy, savory, and rich at the same time. It's like a really flavorful butter, kind of.
Tim, observe the rendered fat on the left edge here. I would like
Yeah.
to eat that.
Yeah, I would. It's properly cooked. It's properly cooked.
Okay, all right. Oh, I like where this is going. How about you, Fefe?
It's everything that he just said, but like toasty too. Like there's like a toasted feel to it. It's like everything has like a nice char, I guess. This is what I'm feeling.
I would say I quite enjoyed this steak quite a bit, everybody. It's very, very delicious. And it's hard to
Yeah, it's
describe the
fucking
flavor.
soaked
A little
in
bit
saffron.
One of the most sought after spices ever.
Like it's a saffron aged steak. Of course, it's delicious.
If it was nasty, I would be like, what?
Yeah, if he's like, this is gross. I don't
Ew,
like
it
it.
ruined
I'd be
the saffron ruined the steak. Gross. That would be truly shocking. I'm like, wow.
A little bit earthy, like you said. But most importantly, when you finish your bite, it stays.
It's not just the flavor. It's almost like the actual steak juices linger a little bit more. Like maybe it's almost like oily.
Do we like this one?
No, we love this. Stop playing.
Oh, wow. You really like this one. Wait. Relax. We got to go for the side dish first. And we have.
You don't tell me to relax, you dumb bitch. You just gave me a saffron steak. Don't tell me not to eat it again. This is your fault that I like this.
You just gave me one of the most expensive steaks I'll ever eat.
Get out of my way. Fucking lose a hand blocking me again.
A true comparison. Well, give me your true, honest opinion.
Don't get fucked up, Guga, motherfucker. Don't you get between me and
here. We're gonna dig in this here. I want to know what you guys think of it. Well, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I love how it pairs up.
Check out my man on the left. This is better than the yummy.
Yeah.
The eye roll on the left hand guy is completely involuntary. I feel like.
I love how it pairs up perfectly with this steak right here too. Everybody, seriously, what do you think?
I went for another bite. That's how good it is. This is so tasty. I love the crispiness of the exterior of the rice, but the inside of it is still fluffy though.
And creamy.
I love the flavor of the chicken and also that like tomato, that sun-dried tomato. It just adds a nice pop of flavor that you didn't expect. It kills a little bit of that savoriness, makes this taste delicious. This is, Google, so far everything's real good today.
What do you think, Vivazio?
The layers of textures that you get in this side dish are phenomenal. And I love the caramelized onions in here. This is my favorite way to have onions.
Caramelized onions are delicious.
I'm loving this whole side dish.
My favorite part is this crispiness edge right here, everybody. We are going towards the right direction, everybody. Steak was delicious. That was incredible.
I didn't eat the rose one.
Yeah.
Let's jump on to the last one.
Well, of course, the saffron steak is going to pair with the saffron rice.
So how does it? Why did you smell it like that?
It smells like perfume.
This is the experiment on the experiment.
Yes, this one is a little bit more unique, everybody. Leo, how do you describe it?
I don't like that. It smells like potpourri to me.
Well, this one is quite unique, everybody. So this one here, I'm not quite sure. Well, give me your true honest opinion. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh,
they don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. I think
they all ran away.
I think that's to be expected, right? I mean, how long was it soaking in the rose petals in the water?
Hey, you want to know what else? You want to know what else rose water is good for?
What?
Taking off makeup.
Ah, I see. So it's a really strong taste, I assume.
It's gonna be bitter as shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like those flower petals are gonna get bitter after a while.
It's only like he only soaked it for like a couple months.
Right. Super bitter.
that is terrible, everybody. What in the world was that? That is definitely something you should definitely 100 million and
hey, good thing you put the aerators in there.
10% try.
This is like soap. Bro, that's a horrible experiment, bro.
So,
oh my God.
Wow, quite unique.
Whatever you did to try to fix it didn't work either, Guga. I'm not gonna lie.
So here's the deal. The very first one, I used saffron.
Oh, saffron?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it tastes so good.
Tastes so good. It's so
Yeah.
Oh, saffron, that's why it tastes so good. Oh, who could have thought?
saffron, but it's saffron water, okay? It's delicious, everybody. I would definitely recommend doing it little by little. Soak it for a day or two, see if you enjoy it. And if you want a few more flavor, go as crazy as I did, because that one was very, very delicious. The second one, I used something called rose water.
Rose, that sounds good.
It sounds good, but it's not good.
So check it out. This is something very unique, and a lot of people enjoyed it, and I'm curious to see what you guys think of it, okay?
I mean, in that form, it's probably fine to drink, but when you leave it in the same container for
I think after a while, like it would start to ferment, right?
Yeah, he's turned it into the makeup remover.
Right. So like rose water is fine. But it wasn't rose water. He soaked it in like straight up rose petals for a
rose
month or
petals
whatever.
and water.
Yeah.
Like, those are different. Not the same.
It smells like cleaning product.
It's literally, yeah.
It does smell like fabuloso.
Oh my God.
Cheers.
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 Why do people drink this?
Bro, that tastes horrible.
It is not good.
You're allowed to drink this?
Yes.
I don't know. For me, it just tastes like soapy water. Like it just tastes like.
What, you got a problem with soap, dirty boy? Clean your insides out. Drink this rose water.
Bar of soap that you put in your mouth. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I prefer normal water. I don't want any flavor. No flavor is better.
Fefe?
You garbage.
Haters in the building. Always a critic out there. So there you go. Some saffron and rose water flavored steaks.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the saffron steak was going to be delicious, right?
Correct.
And the rose one was, I don't know if I would even pair like the taste of rose with steak. I don't know if even that's a good pairing.
Not sure why he picked that, but it was an experiment, and you never know until you try. So now he knows the obvious, which is do not soak steak in rose water. I know some of you were just about to do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Go buy like a ton of saffron.
It'll cost you thousands of dollars.
Get I assume that was like a New York or a ribeye roast that probably would also cost $100 or more.
Yeah, those steaks he was eating were not cheap. Those are very expensive.
They were not. It looks like it looked like it was a New York strip roast actually. So yeah, expensive.
A strip roast. I've never even purchased one of those because it's always been like out of my price range.
I bought one once. It was like Thanksgiving 10 years ago when food was reasonably priced. It was still like $40, but I got it half off because it was around Thanksgiving and they were doing a special on these New York strip roasts. So I bought it. And for that Thanksgiving, we had turkey and New York strip. It was fantastic. But it was expensive. It was still like $30, I think, and like 2010 money. You know, like
it's just so much.
Now,
I think
now the price of steak is through the fucking roof.
No, it's cool because we're totally not going to argue with Brazil anymore.
Yeah, totally. It's not the price of beef hasn't gone up like 30% in the last couple of months.
It's probably a coincidence.
It's definitely not something the president of the United States has done.
It's probably just happened at the same time. Correlation does not equal causation, Tim. But also, I do need all people who can have babies to suffer the whole time because I saw actually, I didn't see a graph. I was told about a graph that RFK saw once.
About what? Tylenol?
Yeah. That's where he's getting all this dumb shit from.
I know. He's dumb. He's not a doctor. No one should have ever appointed him the Secretary of Health and Human Services. And
he literally said, don't take medical advice from me.
Right. But here he is doling out medical advice to the whole country saying, hey, Tylenol causes autism. When it does not. I saw a thing that said the first diagnosis of autism was about 10, 15 years before the invention of Tylenol. So obviously, Tylenol is a cause.
I'm trying to can I copy this? I'll copy this.
StreamYard, y'all messing up, man.
There we go. So we could go into Cortez's show. But,
is that Tez yelling at StreamYard?
He's currently having a malfunction right now, but I'm sure it'll be settled by the time we're finished.
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson's about to own the United States of America.
It's about to be welcome to the United States of Tylenol. Because they're about to sue the dick off of the US government and Trump. Yo, wouldn't that be crazy? Like he made $4 billion off of this crypto scheme, and then Tylenol takes all of it. They're like, we'll be taking that. Thank you so much.
Listen, they got money to spare, man.
They do.
Those pharmaceuticals, they don't give a fuck.
No, it's not like they're litigious.
Yeah, right. Pharmaceutical companies have never been litigious before.
No, they would never. They would never go after people going after them.
It's like going after. It's like going directly after fucking Disney. Disney is. They've never been litigious ever.
Don't mess with the mouse. Don't mess with. I forgot how to do it. Oh, I remember now. I have to go to the customize, redirect, paste.
So join us tomorrow for another episode of the Headliners.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we'll talk about Jimmy Kimmel being back on television for some people.
And everybody will be mad at me.
Why is everybody mad at you about Jimmy Kimmel?
Oh, they will be when they hear what I have to say about it.
Uh-oh. Did he capitulate too much in his thing?
Did you watch it?
I didn't.
Okay.
I saw that he was like, we should all play nice.
I mean, I'm gonna let you. I don't want to like poison the jury pool. I don't want to. I don't want to
He
lead.
probably said, "Hey guys, I like
the
having a
witness."
job."
Well, I said a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe we'll watch it. Should we watch it and react to it and put it out real quick?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna watch it, not on the air, and then put out that video. So, oh, and I got another reaction for us. Sea Viper's trailer just came out.
Ooh, I already purchased that character.
Look at this guy.
Because I bought the character pack with Sagat.
All right, y'all.
Wins.
It is time for all of you to comment, like, and subscribe. Please and thank you. Hit up the Patreon. Hit up the Twitch. Keep a hold of us during these turbulent times. But in the meantime, drink your meat.